Hi, I'm Jamie Ruby from Sci-Fi-vision. Thanks for talking to me. I enjoyed the show and I love your pillow. That's
Thank you
great.
so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So to start out, for people who haven't seen it, why don't you both just sort of tell me a bit about your character and what it was about the show or the character that made you want to be a part of it? We'll just
Sure.
go Henry, then John.
Sounds great. Yeah. Well, I read the script and saw David, this person trying to be sane in a sea of insanity. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty much every person who's ever lived has been in that situation in one way or another. And then on top of that, uh, I'm an older brother in real life. So all of the hijinks and prankings that occur with my younger brother, Greg, played by Daniel Thrasher, are a little too close to home. So I was like, yeah, this is I need to be a Langer badly because I need to work through some of these demons myself.
Kind of worried about you though. He was that bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, basically, take what you see in the show and then add a couple other creative ways to really screw me over. And then that's what it was like for me.
Right. What about you, John?
For me, it was like this is. I read the script. I was like, okay, this is a paycheck. 4 months in London. I'm in. And then it thankfully happened to be a lot of fun. No, it was a it's a for me it was a super fun character. It's always fun to play the annoying person in the show. Um, and maybe the highest appeal was that my character has a dog, which might have been my number one thing when I auditioned. I'm like, man, I hope I get this because then I get a dog at work every day. That'll be just so joyous. Here's my dog who's sleeping. Oh, look how cute and tired he is. Oh my gosh. He can only handle about 2 interviews and then he's out.
Let me ask you, Henry, since you did connect with the brother, was there a part of the character that you had a hard time sort of connecting with and getting into that part of him?
Luckily, I think everything is earns in the show, in the script, and with our amazing cast who, it was like going to How to Be Funny and Nice University every day. That's the corniest thing I've ever said in my life. But
Great
it's
school,
just
though. How to
thanks,
be
man.
nice university is a good school.
It's a good school. It's
I'll
and
get
I'll tell
into
you what. I mean, their run in the sweets in what was that, 2016 March Madness was really something.
that
So
was a once in a lifetime team.
it was right. And
Jamie,
now a number of those guys are playing in Europe and stuff now.
We lost Jamie with this bit.
Yeah, I'm a little. I thought, did I mix something up though? Yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
just a
Jamie.
little bit.
No, sorry,
That's
sorry.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's always potential to happen if John and I are in the room together. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I honestly I felt everything just made sense to me with David because of how airtight the scripts were from our amazing writers and John Beckerman, our incredible showrunner. So I found everything with David suitable. He's an empathetic uh, person, and I try to be the same. So I think there's stuff that I can learn from David in a lot of ways, even though he takes up some of the insanity and mischief, wackiness that his family brings on as well.
Yeah.
So
Now, John, obviously you like dogs, but I was going to ask you, was it they always say the hardest thing to work with is kids and pet and animals. I mean, was it hard at all, or was it just really honestly fun because it's a dog? Because I
So
think
much
I
fun.
you.
And, it was great. And, honestly, it's not always the case. Some dogs are tougher. Sometimes the handlers are, I've met some super annoying, like dog handlers. And the dog whose real name is Sham, his owner, Kathleen, is awesome. She's just so nice, so cool. She treats the dog really well. There was never a moment on set where I was like, "Ugh, I feel this
Yeah.
is weird. Like, I don't like this dynamic with her dog." Like everything felt like, oh, she's just good to the dog. The dog's treated well. And then on top of it, it was just so fun having a dog by my side at almost all time when I was working. I really do love dogs, and that was genuinely one of my most one of the most enjoyable aspects of my job. Like when I did audition, I'm like, man, this would be so great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure the dog enjoyed it too, knowing knowing that you
Oh,
liked.
Shannon's such a sweet dog, so great. And she
Oh,
had other dogs that she'd have it set, and oh, just the best.
that's awesome. Now, Henry, you started to say, I wanted you to continue what you were saying. You were saying about learning from him. What did he teach you then specifically?
John?
Yeah, your character. What did you from your character? What did you
Oh,
learn?
sorry, sorry. From David.
No, no, not John. Yeah,
Yeah,
David.
no, I think David, I think there's lessons in
This better be a good answer. This better be a
this. I know, it's on the line. Uh, he's a compassionate guy, and uh,
ooh, better answer.
that sucked. That answer sucked. No, but there's something, there's something compassionate and also some patience, I guess. I don't know, with David. He's like trying desperately to stay positive and have everything normal. But he doesn't always win in that regard. But at the end of the day, there are multiple episodes where he kind of just has to realize, all right, this is my family and I'm thankful to have them, period. And that's something we can all learn from and relate to, I think.
I was gonna say, John, did you learn anything from Donnie? But maybe other than how to annoy people. So if not from Donnie, even just from the experience, other than
Don't
you
judge a
enjoyed
book
working with
by its
dogs.
cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's the lesson with Donnie.
All right, fair enough. Is there something that you two look for in particular when you're deciding whether to do a role or other than a dog? I was just curious, is there something that you're both looking for when you go out for an audition or whatever for either of you, both of you?
I think the collaborative element is so huge for me. I mean, I'm a musician, primarily, sort of, at the end of the day, creatively speaking. So, but I work alone a lot. And music is very collaborative, of course, like for live shows and things like
Hmm.
that. But being on a TV show is, I mean, it's like being in a band of like 200 people, cast and
Mhm.
crew included. So if I think the people who are going to be involved and the script itself offers room to work and build up something exciting with other people who I really like and respect creatively, then it's a go for me. I mean, uh, and that was the case with Dinner with the Parents. Absolutely.
All right. What about you, John? What do you, other than having a dog, what do you look for?
Quality is always, that's always the hope. And obviously, as much as I'm joking about here's a paycheck, like you don't
Oh
always get
yeah.
to decide what job you get. A lot of times it's just you audition and hope for the best. And not everybody has the good fortune of getting a job or a long-term job. And sometimes it's maybe more of a job than it is a joy. And so when you get a job like this, where it's just really fun to go to work every day with a lot of funny people that are also, like Henry was saying, like everyone's also nice, it's a tremendous amount of good fortune. And so going to work just is tons of fun, and the crew is awesome, everybody cool, everybody fun. And it's a massive difference maker. And so that was one of the big things about this job, especially for all of us to collectively be away from our homes and families and dogs for 4 months. It really made a big difference. So it was a absolute highlight of an experience, on and off the camera.
Mhm.
And I had tremendous good fortune personally, just where I'm the neighbor. I just showed up every now and then. I had a lot of time off and I took advantage of it and had a great time.
Yeah, you definitely want to love what you do, and it does look like it'd be a very fun show to work on. All
It
right,
really was.
great. Well, thank you both of you. I appreciate your time, and like I said, I enjoyed the show. So thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
Thanks,
rest of
Jamie.
your day.